Well, let's go for the latest unlocked clan, which is Melting Remnant. Recruit the melting remains of the Wexen Arches. Melting souls and greedy thugs band together to reclaim hell. So the hero is 10-10, 0 mana, 2 floor capacity, pretty average in terms of stats. And there is Drag. Oh, that's a unit. 0 mana, 9-3, Burnout 2. Burnout counts down every turn. When Burnout runs out, the unit dies. I see, that's very unusual. Okay, so one good thing is you can just get rid of those cards then. If you just play them, they just die naturally at some point. So that's good. But yeah, we'll have to see like what is happening with the rest of the cards though, for this clan. So I will use random. I will really not have many opportunities to use it later, because I don't really want to do duplicates if possible, to do the runs that I already did before. And that's like one of my last opportunities in a while to use it safely, because I am okay with either of those outcomes. So yeah, let's do random, and it will be Covenant rank 9. Your pyre takes 20 damage at the start of the run. Well, doesn't really make that much of a difference, I hope. Like, in none of my previous runs, I think 20 damage would matter, realistically. But, you know, who knows, who knows. Purifying Cleanse. Restore 15 health, and apply Burnout 3 to a friendly unit. I see. So Burnout is the mechanic there. Interesting. Can you stack it? Can you, like, prolong it? So if I apply it several times, will it be Burnout 6? Oh, and we have the Stygian, the Spell clan, as a combo. Okay. Energy Siphon, apply Spell Weakness 1. Votivary, Endless? Extinguish, draw 1. Extinguish, so just triggers on death. Not necessarily death from the burnout, just on death. I see. Oh, this is weird. But it doesn't really even... It's not even really that strong, though. It's just the idea is that you can apply some upgrades to it, and then you will be able to, like, replay it over and over. Oh, I don't know. This is weird. This is weird. Like, yes, you can replay it, but my point is you don't even have you don't get anything from it, right? Like, yes, it dies and you get it again, but you just draw one more, and it's the same card pretty much. Like, you draw one more, but then on the next turn you get one of your draws negated by drawing this thing again. So it's basically like it's ground zero. It doesn't change anything. And like, this is very weird. Okay, well, regardless. What are we doing? Artifact, some money maybe, probably not. But let's see the champion upgrade first. So +5/+5 more. And after every combat, reform 2 random units and apply an additional +5 attack. Reform. Return a defeated friendly unit, so already defeated, to your hand. Apply +5/+5, 0 mana, and burn out 1. These changes persist for the duration of battle. Wait a minute. But you can prolong the life of it, right? If you use more of the spells that... Well, actually, it's not like I even have any spells by default. I just got them randomly, those two. The cleanses. But yeah, so it probably can be prolonged even further after reforming. Or harvest. Triggers when a unit on this floor dies. For Stygian, I feel like... Realistically, I don't know. I don't see the combo regardless. But like, maybe reform makes sense. It's kind of a similar thing, actually, if you think about it. I think the idea would be to just set them at like floor 1 and just keep farming some units. I think that would be the plan, actually. And just keep farming them. And regardless of what I choose. I don't know. I'm actually not sure there. I think this would be better, maybe? Is it? Maybe. I'll try that out. I'm actually not sure there. So, get an artifact. Okay, we definitely go right there. Definitely, for sure. So, in case, like, it will affect my choices somehow. At the start of battle, summon 4 random units from your deck on the middle floor. Horrible. Horrible. Jackstrips will help in the very beginning. This is pretty horrible. It will just clog my pool of units dying, which I really don't want to do. Yeah, that's not a thing. No. Jackstrips is okay. Can use that. And gold? I don't really need that much gold that early. I don't really see that much of a point in upgrading stuff. I don't think so. I don't think this gold does enough. So let's just go. Okay. Yeah, let's go for Mark of Invasion. I think they actually should just die immediately, no? Because of the Jackstrips. They should just kill them immediately. Like those guys specifically. So I can just use like a couple of train stewards to well, in fact, could just go for the flicker on floor 1 immediately and then use one of the train stewards there as well. Something like this. And just not play this one yet, just skip. I can actually just check this if there's no problem with that, it will die anyway. So I want to check if I can stack this burnout thing. Yes, yes, okay. I see. Well, that's not good. Definitely need to get the collector. To do that, definitely need to use Frozen Lance and then double Steward. Yeah, okay, so Frozen Lance, double Steward. That kills the collector, and also use this drag to actually get some damage on me. And Siphon there. Let's go. Well then. I can't really prolong their life yet. But like, just let him die though, that's kind of okay. Cause even when he dies, he might be resurrected again, which is okay. Use some Frozen Lances. And then I will also use this thing as well. That's a lot of damage. Okay, and skip. Well, need to protect myself somehow. So I definitely can play this thing. And then what? Just double Frozen Lance? Yeah, I guess just double Frozen Lance and then one more drag here. And just skip. The boss is dead on the second floor. So just play this and we kill it. The Ref. Burnout 1, Multi-Strike 1. That's really, really good. Reform? Oh yeah, so the same thing that my hero is doing. Oh, this is weird. This is weird. Okay. Okay. I see. I see. I think I get the idea. So the idea is it's a good combo actually with a Stygian. So the idea is you use your spells to buff. But the price for it is that you have to apply burnout. And then if you don't find more sources of burnout, you just die. Well, your units just die. This is crazy. 1 mana, 1 capacity, multi-strike creature. Really? That's actually ridiculous. That's so strong. But the problem is that your default deck will not be able to apply any burnout. That's the issue. So, I just got this cleanse randomly. But yeah, I think I should just go for Whiplash though. This is interesting, and maybe I'll get it, but the core of this deck I think will still be my Stygian stuff. And those spells just work very well with it. So, like, yeah. Oh, by the way, the Sacrifice is also interesting. Multi-strike and burnout. Okay, I think Reform is also crazy. Reform is crazy. Just get more damage and HP. Just for the price of, like, burnout. But then you also, like, revive a unit. By your choice, I assume. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I'll get Whiplash, though. That kind of synergizes somewhat with my spell theme. So, yeah. No. 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 I mean, this deck is not about spell weakness, really. I think it's a skip, actually. Titan's Tooth is okay-ish. You can actually get the thing that discards, I don't remember the name of it, but draw a card and then discard a card. There is a thing like that. But I don't know if I'll be able to get it, though. This is just AoE. That's the thing. Like, I can get it just because it's AoE, but I think it's a skip, actually. It's a skip. That's not really what this deck is doing. So, no. Okay, and that's definitely right. There is no questions about that. Stygian unit is too strong. Siren. Incredible. Incredible. Okay, that's a very, very strong start. So I can potentially sacrifice something. I don't want Purge. Spell Chain is interesting. That is interesting. Like, honestly, Spell Chain, for example, on Whiplash. Right? And then do a double of it. That's plus 20 attack. And the burnout 4. So that should be enough for you to survive until, like, the next time you actually need it. Oh, that's so interesting. That's ridiculously strong. I kinda have to do it. I kinda have to. So, sacrificing, what do you do, by the way, if you are sacrificed? Plus 10 and burnout 2. But it's basically the same stats as Train Steward. I would rather just sacrifice that if I did something like that. What about you? Endless. There are some curious combos there, for sure. Okay, I think... No sacrifices yet, but definitely Spell Chain. Spell Chain on the Whiplash, and then try to get less mana cost on it somehow. At some point. Yeah. Something like that. Because that seems really good. With my spell theme, just using a lot of spells that actually also buff you is ridiculous. So, the way I currently understand the game, I really should use those things. Like, all of those cheap upgrades and just get them onto... Even if I don't really care about, like, my normal units, right? I might as well just use them on random Train Stewards and stuff like that. Because it will just... It's very cheap and it allows you to survive until mid-game very safely. So, I'm really not sure what to do with this card. I feel like I should just get rid of it at some point. I don't really want to buff it. I mean, you can replay it, yes, but it just seems so pointless. It feels like it should be... There should be some possibilities with it, but... I don't see... I don't really see it with my current deck, though. Well, I think, for now, just get I should like have one drag at least that would be just buffed normally. Maybe just get some upgrades on it. And just use it, you know, just use it to defend myself. And then maybe revive it later with my champion. Yeah. And I will reroll. I will. I do want multi-strikes and just a lot of other things as well. Okay, multi-strike is incredible. That's incredible. Siren? So good. So good. Okay, that's just ridiculously strong. And then those two things also should happen. I just want to see the next floor. Duplicate. Duplicate. No Stygian then, but duplicate is so good. Do I sacrifice something onto the Siren? I would like to have like another Siren maybe sacrificed on it to get a double buff from every spell. Okay, what about this? Okay, I think here's the plan. Oh, that's not duplicate though. That's just card removal. The problem is the next duplicate is so late. It's only at this point where I'll be able to get it. Yeah, but I don't really even want the Siren duplicated anyway. It's okay, I think I'm going left there. So I will not be duplicating, which means I don't really need to sacrifice anything. Like, if I use sacrifice on it, on the Siren, and then duplicate it, I would like to sacrifice something meaningful. And there is just nothing at this point. So, yeah, just continue like this. And I think... well, this is a good question. Should those buffs be applied or not? I think so. It's very cheap. So like just get one more strong creature. Like one more strong drag, for example. Sure. It's just so cheap. Kinda makes sense to me. Okay. And let's continue. So spell chain is done. I don't care about purge. And sacrifices, yeah, I don't really have creatures for that yet, so just continue. Unit draft. +4 attack is not that bad. Can handle it. Well, so the archer will just die because of Jack strips. Should play the Siren for sure. Can't really play the Siphon there. Can't play the clans. It shouldn't die, and I can revive it even if it dies at some point. So it shouldn't be that big of an issue. And then play my champion there as well, right? That would make sense. I do need to think about the collector though on the next turn. If it appears on this floor, I can't really kill it. But I don't know if it helps if I play my champion there. Let's try it. Maybe it helps, I don't know. So just play the champion. And then play the drag as well. Apply the Siphon. And let's see like... let's see where collector appears. Because I do want gold. Good. So I'll be able to just kill it normally. That's fine. Well. Now I definitely do want some... protection, actually. What, I can't protect my champion, really. God damn. Okay, well, I shouldn't need it. Like, I have enough damage anyway, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But still, that's crazy. Okay, so let's get some buffs. And I think just even more buffs, probably. I don't really care about those people. Just let them die then. Okay. There are a lot of random creatures that I can use to defend myself. So just use the lens. Use the Siphon. Protect myself with the Steward. and then like play some random drags and train stewards. And that's the boss, right? Okay. So, can play the lens. I cannot resurrect them anymore, really. The drags. So, I suppose I can just play all of them right now. That would be... That would be reasonable. So just play all that I can and skip. I should have probably played the last one on this floor to protect my Siren. Well, whatever. So, stack some buffs. I do need one steward at least. And can't really cast it on this floor, so it should go there. And I might as well just play this thing to protect my Siren a bit better. But it will just die though. It will just die to the spikes anyway, so it doesn't really do anything. Well, it's dead, so... Yeah, even without champion, this is enough. This is so tempting. This is so tempting. I can prolong its existence at this point. Apply stealth 2 to friendly units. What? Wait, it's a creature. And when it dies, it applies stealth 2. I see. Well, I don't really need it. This is interesting though. Can go for more Whiplash. Can ignore it. Either one is okay. In fact, you know, like, actually sacrificing this thing... Ooh. 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 I can sacrifice that on my Siren and then duplicate that. How about that? You know what? I like this thing anyway. Even without, like, any sacrifices. And that actually sounds pretty sweet. So, let's try it. Okay. Offering token. Okay, that's really good. One of the best cards possible there. And yeah, just can't really not take it. Also, okay, no, this is the... not the tanking thing. Frostbite and like whatever, but no synergies really. Can buff this thing, potentially. What do you do? When a unit on this floor dies, so you get +3/+3 for it. That's not really what my deck does. I don't think so. What about essences? I mean, I can go for Gorgon, but I already have the thing that actually... I think I don't need it necessarily. I can use Gorgon, but it's really not necessary. Do I just skip then? I mean, I don't mind taking it. I honestly think it's a skip. I'm strong enough already, actually. It will not really improve me that much, because getting even more multi-strikers doesn't really solve the issue. The issue is right now, there is just not enough tanking. And this creature is not healthy enough to solve that problem. So I think it's a skip. I don't really need more glass cannon type units. Sure. Just get 10 gold. It's not completely irrelevant. 10 gold is like somewhat useful. So if it was a temple, it would be possible to sacrifice the Dref onto the Siren and then duplicate it. But it's not a temple. So I think it's left. Yeah. Right, it's just duplicate, which is fine. Duplicating the Siren is still okay. But I could also get more upgrades and get one more Stygian, and it seems better to me. So let's start with a Stygian. Siren. Definitely Siren, no questions about that. Might be a sacrifice fodder, or might be like separate. Siren. that is just good enough by itself. We'll see how that goes. So let's get an artifact. Ooh. This is actually really strong with my champion. Basically just gives me +3 mana each turn. Because he will just revive 2 units every turn, and then I'll be able to get more and more mana. Yeah, okay. I can see the synergy, and like the rest is eh. So, sure. And let's go for Concealed Caverns. What is this? The train jerks to a halt to avoid the chaos portal that spontaneously appeared. The whirling pit tears apart everything around it, sucking in anything that gets too close. Do you throw something in? Purge a card, gain a card. Sure. Any card, you mean? I don't know. I really don't need a lot of that. I think the worst is Train Stewards, because they are actually bad now. They're actually bad. Because they will just clog my graveyard, and yeah, that's not good. So yeah, remove that. What do we get though? As if satisfied by your offering, the Chaos Portal reverses its pole, spewing out debris from all over hell. Through the mass, you can clearly see the realms of both the Melting Remnant and the Stygian Guard. A brief opening allows you to reach for one. Which do you grab? Random rare Melting Remnant card or a random rare Stygian Guard card? I think this will give me spells most likely, and this will give me some random stuff that I will probably not even need. So, I think it surely has to be Stygian. Oh, so I have a choice still. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. It's just a free spell that I can use like at 0 mana, but it's kinda garbage. I think honestly I should just skip, just get gold from it. Because realistically, why do I even need that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to clog my hand with some useless cards, so just skip. You reach through the portal to the Frozen Stick Sea, close your hand around something solid and pull it back through. You turn to leave, and the Chaos Portal closes as quickly as it appeared. Well, got 10 gold at least. So, that's it. So, let's go for the upgrades now. The issue is that I think if I reroll, I'll not be able to get multi-strike. So, I think I shouldn't even try. And let's just instead upgrade those dregs some more. Or just ignore them at this point. Maybe I should just remove them at some point. Just completely ignore this store. What is the next thing? So, right is Remnant Unit, some gold, Spell Shop. Or card removal, Artifact and Heal. It's left for sure. So, if it's left, then I will not really need any gold. I can actually just card removal right now. And just... It's not like I really need it. But I can use some gold. I don't really see a problem with that. No, let's just continue for now. There shouldn't be any issues yet, so just go. Maybe I should have used like one buff on one of the sirens at least. But it's a very weak buff, it doesn't really even matter. Okay, enemy unit center with Rage 2. Attacks every turn, gains armor on Slay. So does she like knock back my units? No, she doesn't. So that's not a thing in this fight in particular. Okay. So if I don't do anything to them, 2 of them die on the 2nd floor because of jackstrips. So just set up the siren. And then, like... I should let those 2 things die, though. Drags. Because I'll be able to revive them. Yes. My problem is there is another siren, so I don't really want to set up my champion on this floor. Okay, I think here's what I'm going to do, okay? So the champion will go to floor 2. But we really kind of need to make sure that First of all, that it's protected. And, well, yeah. At least he will be able to get some value from those drugs dying that quickly. So he should be, like, good enough against this single damage dealer at least. Where's my double reform, though? Wasn't I supposed to get, like, 2 reforms? There's only one of them. What's up with that? Okay, so, regardless. Play, like, maybe 2 of those creatures. Yeah. Play, like, a Train Steward? No, I can't play a Train Steward, so double drug then. Well, I can play Train Steward now. So let's play that. And let's play drag there. And then just double Frozen Lens on the floor with Sirens. Okay. Well. Now, I kinda would like to protect my Sirens, but it's not really necessary. We can deal with that. So, what about you, though? I can't really make this thing survive for longer. Maybe if I draw something else, but not yet, though. So, let's play the thing, the Train Steward, for just 1 turn. Something like this, and maybe this thing as well, to protect myself further from this damage. So they'll die. I think then I should play the Offering Token. Yeah, and just get rid of the Train Steward then, I suppose. Or Draft. I can't really play it yet. Well, I can. I can, technically. And just hope that it's revived at some point. Nah, I'll just play it later. It's okay. So, use the spells. Play this thing to protect my Siren. And just be happy about it. Okay. Well, first of all, there are like actually decent units now that I can play with my Sirens, so maybe play one of those. You will not die instantly. Can I play something that will be dead right after this? Not really. Okay, so just play this one then. Also need to protect my champion, so play this thing. And then I don't really even need to do anything about this floor. They'll just die naturally. So just, you know, whatever. Ignore them. Play some spells. Maybe... Well, it doesn't really make sense to play it on the Sirens yet. They're not really burning out yet. So just do it normally and skip. So there is one more wave after that. Floor 2 is fine for now. Don't really have to do anything about that. So just play like drag 1, drag 2. Then some random steward probably to protect them. Something like that. And then just play some spells. So this applies burnout. Might as well just start stacking it. Good enough. Final wave, okay. Well, that's a lot of drags. A lot of them. By the way, is burnout for like 1 turn? Yeah, but... It's, So it means the combat turn as well, right? Every combat turn, not just between those. Actually, let me set maybe the game speed to a bit of a lower lower speed, and then we'll see how that works exactly. So I can't really use this thing. It should be used on the boss then. Well, I mean, it's almost dead anyway. It's not really that big of a deal. So if I just apply it there, for example. Yeah, so it starts dealing more damage. So yeah. It also like runs out in the middle of the combat potentially. That is potentially problematic. Okay. Need to be aware of that. Right. They are dying in the middle of combat for sure. Okay then. Well, it's dead. Can spam some spells though. Remnant Pact. Consume. Apply Endless to a friendly unit. I don't really want to make my Siren Endless, because I will just lose the buffs from it. So it's a bad idea. Vaccine Spike. Consume. Apply plus 4 times the amount of mana spent to attack. And burn out 4 2 friendly units. Okay, here's the issue. Here's the issue with this. I can actually use it at 0 mana. That's fine. And it doesn't do anything probably. Or maybe it does actually. Maybe it does. But the problem is I really want to have only one of my Sirens with the burnout normally. I don't really want to have both of them. Or if there is a third unit, I don't really want to be... for that to be burning out. So I don't know about that actually. I'm not sure how good is that. Siren Song, Firebound. Ascend enemy units on this floor and apply Daze 3. So get them to the Pyre Room. I mean, can be casted in an empty room potentially. So it's something. It's actually kind of usable. It's usable. It's usable. It's not incredible, but... So I think Pyre attacks everyone, right? I think it not only attacks the frontline creature, but it attacks all creatures at once. Okay, well, I don't really need Endless. Yeah, I don't really need Endless. Can it be applied to the champion? Oh, those are interesting questions. You know what? But it's not bad. It's a very cheap spell. And if I can get it on champion at least champion never dies. That's something. You know what? Let's try it out. It's not bad. Wickless Tycoon. Harvest, gain 5 gold. 5 gold! Burnout 3. A lot of stats. 2 floor capacity. Essences? Plus 15, plus 30 and burnout 3. Ooh. And Paraffin Thug. On Slay, gain 20 gold. I mean, I honestly have no idea. It doesn't really work with what I'm doing currently, but it's not bad. Like this thing, for example, is pretty thick. That's a lot of stats. And for just 2 floor capacity. Yeah. Maybe I should just get it just to survive the earlier rings. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Okay. I can see that, but I'll need to get rid of it later probably. For now though, it's kind of okay. So with this thing, I think currently I don't really need floor capacity yet. So I think I'll just go for draw. Draw is always good. And it's especially good with this deck, with the spell spammy deck. So yeah, I don't need mana. It's either draw or floor capacity, but... Yeah, draw should be better. And it's left, I think. Think so. I mean, I do like the Spellforge thing, but I don't really need remnants, and gold is underwhelming, so I'll just go left. And let's start with what? With the artifact? With champion upgrade, actually. Let's see how that goes. So, still reform 2, but apply an additional 10 attack on top of that. So, plus 15 plus 5 to every reformed unit. Or, burnout 3 and a lot more stats. That's not really what my champion is doing currently. I think it should be reform. And the basic idea for my deck currently is that my champion will allow me to get to the late game, or my sirens will just kill stuff. So it's my champion and those buffed drags, and they should, like, you know, just sacrifice themselves over and over to get me to, like, later stages of the combat where sirens would be big enough to handle everything by themselves. That's the plan. So this actually helps with that. This doesn't really that much, so let's do that. And then let's see the temple. Then magic power and piercing. Any AoE there? I don't want to do it on the frozen lands. Sometimes it will be useful, but I would really like a targeted spell. Oh, this is good though. The -2 cost thing. Sacrifice. Yeah, maybe. So, what is the next thing? No duplicate yet. It will be... Left is horrible. It will be right. For sure, will be right. And then at this point, yeah, it will be probably right, and it will be duplicate. The question is, however... Should I sacrifice right now? Should I even stack sirens? I'm not even sure it's a good idea. Probably. It's probably a good idea. Okay, let's start with the artifact though. Grant plus 3 stacks of burnout each time it is applied, or merchant costs are reduced by 25%. Okay, I think I can deal with the burnout. It's not that bad. I can deal with that. And there is a trinket merchant very soon, so I think I'll just go for gold. It makes most sense. Yeah, it's relevant, but it's not that bad. Can manage that. So just get some HP. Get the card removal. It will be Train Stewards. Yep. Train Stewards, please. I think I have to use Value Stone. It's just so good if used on Wicklash with the Spell Chain. So good. No, but why? Why? But why? I have so much mana. This is pointless. This doesn't do anything. There's so much mana. I have plus 3 mana every turn pretty much. Especially with more draw. Because it will be more consistent that I will just draw those drags and stuff. And they're just getting resurrected. So I'll play 2 of them. I'll just get a lot of mana. I don't even need spell cost reduce. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's true. Let's actually do the sacrifice then, probably. And I'm not sure what to sacrifice, however. I think it's just one of the sirens on another siren. This will be the idea. Yes, sure. Sounds okay to me. So just get more incant. It's not even that much incant, but okay. I will duplicate it later, so it's okay. It's okay. Let's go for it. So do this and apply it to another siren. And in fact, you know what I can do now? For now, until the siren is duplicated, I can actually set up my champion with it. With the siren for now. So continue. Alright. On the same floor, like champion and the siren. Enemy units appear on each floor, let's go for it. I do want money, so yeah. Yeah. There will be artifact shop, so I do want that. Okay, do we have some protection? Kinda, yeah, there is this thing. So it can protect me. I think I should just use maybe a Lady of the House on the floor 1. For no particular reason, honestly. Here's the idea. So, set up the champion there, on this floor. Protect it with the drag. Okay? They will all die anyway, it doesn't really matter. They will die when they switch floors, so it's completely irrelevant, I can just ignore them. And then I might as well just set up the Lady of the House there. Use Energy Siphon. Remnant Pact. Huh. Well, actually, on my champion, and then even in case it dies, I can still get it back. Because I don't... Well, maybe I should have used it on drag, but I will still get it back, like, with the champion ability, though. So it's not that bad. And I think I'll just apply this thing to maybe my Lady of the House for now. Okay, something like that. Well, and here is the Siren. Who should tank? Siren should tank, probably. Oh. Oh. There was a collector. Well, I wouldn't really... Can't really get to it. Wow. Wow. Yeah, well, unfortunate, but can't really do much about that. So just protect Lady of the House, and then just spam some spells. Can heal this thing as well. Prolong its life. Okay. This thing is dead. Play, like, more drags. Play draft. Sure. Play some random drags. And then just Energy Siphon. And Token. And I guess just apply Burnout to the same drag. Okay, so it still dies. We're okay. Skip. Some healing. Doesn't really help much there, though. Well, I think the idea would be to just play the Train Steward and then more drags as usual. This will give me mana necessary to continue, and then just start applying Burnout to my Siren, I think, at this point. Yeah. I can get a lot of Burnout from there, so... Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, that's the last wave. So we just need to kill this thing. Play this thing, and I think I'll just prolong it with one cleanse. That's one spell that I will play not on the floor with the Siren, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I can protect my Siren, or I can heal it even, but... I don't even need to protect it. So just play maybe this thing to at least get some damage from the Siren. And then play another drag on this floor. Alright. Right, and one more drag. So let's prolong. How do you die? Oh, I guess it's because this drag dies first, and then they just kill the rest. Okay. Well, this doesn't really even do that much. Some damage though, still. Okay. Just spam some spells. And we're golden. So play this thing. And play this thing. The marksman will die automatically after this fight. So can't really do anything about the boss. Can play this thing, but it doesn't really do much. Well, whatever. Just apply more burnout to the Siren. Siphon and cleanse as well. And then just spam lances. Okay, and we just win, so skip. Well, missed the collector, unfortunately, but what can you do? Wicked Blaze, reform a unit and apply an additional +10 attack. That's not really what I'm doing, but I do have mana for it. And it's not bad. I can use it. And there is some value from it. You know what, I think I can take it. Well, let's see the rest first. Consume, reform 2 random units. Well, first of all, that confirms pretty much that reform is targeted. Because this is random, and this is not. So yeah, there is a difference between them. No, I don't think so. This is worse than just... I can pay mana, it's not a problem. There is some mana. And I'm still not sure about this thing. Yeah, so Wicked Blaze is okay though. It's okay. It can actually allow me to survive a bit better. Ice Storm is good. In case I can get... Yeah, it's definitely Ice Storm there, no questions. I just need to get some buffs on it. That's the thing. Well, so right, I think. Left is just... Left is very... Yeah, not happening ever. Temple? Sacrifice Spell Chain. Purge, no, but Spell Chain maybe. Maybe. Probably. What about the things though? Let's start with artifacts. Units get an extra upgrade slot. I'll need to think about it and consume thing. Wait. Let's start with the caverns. A dog made of bone sits by a hell portal, its bone tail rattling together against the stone in a jerking motion you suspect is nervous wagging. Yep. You catch glimpses of a foreign world through the portal. It's a place not of this realm, but still equally hostile, and this bone dog seems eager to get as far away from it as possible. You wouldn't dare subject the dog to the violence of battle, but showing some kindness is a reward in itself. Do you help out the bone dog? Get the bone dog's favor. So either purge one card or get a card, which is unplayable. And if it's not played, you restore... So yeah, you draw it, you don't play it, and then it restores health. I don't need it, I have health. Purging a card is relevant though. That is good. I can do that. So, to give to Bone Dog. Steward? Let's leave one of our stewards with the dog. Sounds like a good idea. You can take the dog along, but you decide to leave something behind to hopefully ease your stinging guilt. As the train chugs away, you realize it didn't ease much. The steward will help it. Surely. It will be enough. So, I don't know. What is the next step? So it's the duplicate with some random artifact. Probably, yeah, it's the right path for sure. And then after that... left? Probably left. I'm just thinking if I can get one extra upgrade slot or not. I'm not actually sure about that. So do I need this thing? This thing. Also, what about consume? Are there any consume things, really? Not really, no. Just one thing. And I usually want to use it on the Siren floor. So that doesn't really work. This is pretty bad. This is like... good in case I can actually use it. It's not incredible though. It's not incredible. It's just one more like small upgrade, like plus 10 attack or something. In the best case scenario. Well... It would be good on those drags, for example, because even cheap upgrades matter on them. But I just don't see any any path when I can where I can use it realistically. This will be right path again. There is none. This is the only opportunity for it. And I still have one slot free for my Siren. I'm not even sure I'll be able to get it there. I think it's a reroll. I think it's a complete reroll. Yeah, but really though, I think it is. When a friendly unit dies, apply +10 attack to that unit. Okay, okay, I'm in. When you play your third spell of the turn, all cards gain +1 magic power for the rest of the battle. The problem is right now that I only really have one spell that matters. It's Ice Storm. And that's it. And, yeah. It's either this, or it's the Talisman. But, I'm definitely buying this, though. Question, do we have any magic power from this thing? No, just Spell Chain. Spell Chain. Spell Chain and that's it. I think I might just double the Ice Storm. The Spell Chain. Spell Chain the Ice Storm. Okay, I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy this thing, because that actually kind of matters. And also, I will buy this thing as well. It will not be immediately useful for the Ice Storm, but I hope I will be able to get some upgrade on it later, so it's okay-ish. Sure. And then, what can we do in this place? Siren doesn't need any sacrifices anymore, right, at this point? Yeah, Siren is ready. So, get the Spell Chain. It's either Ice Storm, or it's, Cleanse? I think it's Ice Storm. Yeah, can be spammed just for spell for incant synergy, or can just be spammed defensively. Either one is okay, that kinda works. And that's it, I think, for this floor. Well, there is also card removal, but we'll get there. So, what about this floor? There will be some duplicates, so I'll be able to get more packed shards from them. And there is also Divine Temple. So, in terms of packed shards, we're set. That's not a problem. So, let's just remove those drags. Like those two useless drags. I think. And instead, we'll just be using, like, actually normal cards. I don't actually need this thing. I feel like I should remove it. Well, maybe later. I don't really need to remove it right now, but just remove those drags, yeah. Because they just make my, like, my pool of dead creatures weaker on average. And I don't really want that. So, continue. Random artifact for spikes. I'm okay with that. I think. Am I? I think so. I think so. It's okay. It's okay. I can do that. Okay. First of all, you should meet Lady of the House. And also some drugs. How about that? So I will play this champion. I still have only one Siren, so I might as well just play the champion on this floor. Get something. Can reform a unit, but no units are dead yet, so I should just discard it. Then apply Endless to my champion. Maybe I should have played it even on floor 2. But now I can tank with it. That is actually reasonable. I can tank with it, yeah, sure. So use this thing. Doesn't even do anything. Whatever. Skip. Collector. I can't get to the collector again. Can't do it. That was a coin flip that can't really do much about. So, you protect the Siren, please. And then I will let this thing die, I think. That's the idea. Yes. Cannot apply Energy Siphon yet. So instead, I think I will apply one Energy Siphon there. Well, yes, yes. One energy siphon there, one energy siphon there. And double cleanse for sure. Probably on my champion. I don't really want to apply burnout to the Siren. But champion can die now, it's not really even a problem. Okay, done. So first of all, what is happening on this floor? We need to do something about this. So Ice Storm is happening. Definitely. Let's start with that. I'm not sure about the second Ice Storm, we'll see about it. So one drag also should be played. It's the... Which one though? If I play this drag there, will it just die? I think it will. So 6 plus 7 plus 6 more from the spikes. I think this is the idea. So I play this drag to protect my stuff, right? Then I play the drag there to collect the hits from enemies. And just deal some damage, I suppose. They both die because of the burnout and just natural damage. So ignore this one for now, this floor. We'll deal with that later. And just spam some spells, I think. And that's it. Okay, get some stats at least. Now. At least I can play this thing now. Well. You are actually not dead, really. What about Ice Storm? Now you're dead. Okay, I definitely want this draft to be played. So play that. And we need to protect it somehow. So just play like one thing that would actually protect it. At least it kills something now. Now I don't really want to apply burnout to the Siren yet, so I think I'll just still apply it to my champion instead. I don't really want to save this thing. Let it die. It's okay. It will die from the burnout. That's completely fine. And just play one Ice Storm. Done. So there will be a boss fight now. The question is, can we handle this stuff on the Siren floor? I think the answer is yes, we can. So instead, I think the idea would be that we just go for the boss fight and start preparing for it. So just get some drags there, get some like... some ladies, some drags, some votivaries? Let's reform someone. Ooh, Draff. Draff is strong. Not a lot of HP though. But I mean, yeah. Hell yeah. He'll just die to spikes realistically, but still something. So just use the token. Whatever is like whatever. Can't get rid of that. Could have protected my champion, I suppose. Doesn't really matter that much. So, none of those spells really matter, so I might as well just spam them on this floor. Well, actually, Purifying Cleanse somewhat matters. I think I will actually apply it to one of those things. The Draft will die very soon because of the burnout, so maybe to this thing. It might matter. Probably will not matter, but I don't know, it might. Let's go. Well, first of all, let's check... Oh, you are stealthed. That's nice. Well. Well then. Well, we'll just delay it. It's okay. So what about this floor, though? We need to deal with that. So let's actually focus on that first. Votivary needs to be played at some point. But it can also be played there, on this floor. Let's start with the Ice Storm and then see what happens. That's enough. So I think I'll not really play anything there for now and just play more dregs. maybe in front of this thing. It'll just die though, that's the issue. Even if I apply Cleanse there... Now it will survive for much longer, but it will still die, and I can't really do that much about it. Can like get one more attack on this thing. But yeah, that's about it though. Okay, there is no real reason to play this drag even. Might as well, I suppose. It will die though, that's the issue. I think it will die. Because if time actually goes with the same speed for all floors, then that will be a lot of turns passed. But maybe it will be with a different speed on this floor, I'm not sure. Well, anyway, just apply some things. And do Ice Storm, and do Frozen Lance as well, okay? Well, that's a lot of minus stealth. No, this thing is alive, so for this floor it's only one turn that passed. Okay. That's alright. I can't really do anything about him. Well, can spam some spells. That's it, pretty much. Well, and we just kill it. Can't really even get to the Siren, so... Pretty pathetic. Now, what is this? I don't remember the scales. What is the scales? 50% chance to apply spell weakness 1 when an enemy unit enters your train. I mean, it's something. Yeah, okay, it helps somewhat. Memento Mori. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 10 times the number of friendly unit deaths this battle. I do have some weak synergy, like, not weak, this is somewhat a thing that I do, but not really. I think I would rather go for another Wicked Blaze maybe, or just skip. Either one is okay. Skip is okay, or Wicked Blaze is okay. I don't mind either. Let's go for Wicked Blaze. Yeah, I don't really want to hit frontliners. I want to hit like the targeted units. It's okay though. But yeah. Glacial Seal. Incant apply Frostbite 2 to enemy units. Preserve. Permafrost, apply Frozen to a card in your hand. I don't really want to preserve something. Not really. No. Frenzied Swarm. Apply Dazed 1 to enemy unit. Discard your hand. No, no. I don't want any of those. Skip? Yes. Think so. Okay, so I think I'll take a break there. So for now, thanks for watching, and we'll continue with this in the next one.